I'm Stella Hall, and I've gotten to the age now where people are always asking, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? You know, what do you want to be? And I've always kind of liked the name Dr. Stella Hall. I know it has a nice ring to it. But after my 34% in chemistry, my aspirations of becoming a doctor went completely down the drain. So my response usually revolves around the idea of working my way up the ranks at my part-time job. Only the most prestigious, delicious, brilliant curry house in the whole of Sydney, the Indian Accent. We're home to some strange creatures, you could say, and we have this regular customer. I don't actually know his name, but let's call him David. He's the sort of David to introduce himself as Dave, you know, like the young, carefree version of himself, you know. Once you get to know him, you know that this nickname persona just does not suit him. So he's the sort of guy to, you know, help out at his local footy club on the weekend, you know, beer in hand at the sausage sizzle. But if a kid comes up and is 10 cents short, he will by no means be giving him a sausage sandwich. So yeah, that's just kind of like the vibes I get from Dave, I guess. And he came up to me one night and he's been saying, I've been eating the beef vindaloo, medium spice for a while now, and it's time to ramp it up to a hot. I was like, sir, this has never been done to a vindaloo before. You might need an extra naan to numb the pain. And he was like, no, I'll be fine. I can handle it. I've been to India. I've been to the gym, but you don't see me in any weightlifting competitions or a bikini. So, you know, let him be, and I brought out the bubbling, red, hot sauce with an extra jug of water, you know, just in case, and I left him. And I saw him coming back 20 minutes later, bright red in the face, drinking from the actual, like, jug of water, not even the cup. And he came to my manager and he said, I'm not paying for that. It was inedible, as it was far too spicy. How charming. That wasn't very young and carefree of Dave, was it? No. He didn't even leave me a tip. But you see, I thrive off tips. You know, that's how I make my money. Because I'm getting paid the same amount, whether I'm just folding napkins out the back or frantically serving the busy restaurant. So by you giving me one, it shows that you're worth my time. And it's rather shameful what I do to flatter the tables. Yeah, you know, I'll just bump into one. Oh, did you drop this knife, sir? I'll get you a new one. My target audience is rich, preferably intoxicated, above middle-aged men, yeah. And I had this table once, and after every Kingfisher beer, it just made them more ist. Sexist, racist, homophobicist, you know? And, you know, it just started with little things, you know, like mocking the mannerisms of my employees, to then, you know, just making fun of some woman's table. You know, they were just there discussing the Year 6 yearbook. But, you know, it worked up to the peak of their remarks, which, let me just say, was rather audacious for this time in history. And they said, let's ban all ugly women. I just laughed because it was worth the $40. But I did actually lose my purity at work the other night. Yeah. It wasn't on purpose. I didn't mean to do it. You know, I'd been holding it in for so long now, and the temptation just finally broke me. This table had left a basket of naan, garlic naan to be exact, and I ate it. Only in the most appropriate and hygienic manner, may I add. I removed the top layer of naan because I figured that's probably like the lid of it all, like protecting all the stuff underneath, so I threw that out. Then with backs to all the cameras, I just chowed down completely. But yeah, I love food, yeah. Anyone else? Yeah, you know, I always have. I've always been a big fan of food, yeah. And unfortunately for me, I have recently been diagnosed with IBS, or as the doctors like to call it, irritable bowel syndrome. So it pretty much means that, you know, I can either eat a nice creamy korma with cheesy naan, you know, and suffer the consequences of bloating, making me probably look like that much bigger, like 6 months pregnant kind of vibes, you know what I mean? And you're gonna have to bear with me on this one. I get this thing where every step I take, I fart, okay? And you can't win in this situation, because if you go for like long, slow strides, then it's just kind of like... But then if you just do like the little ones, like you have to quickly run to the toilet, it's like... Yeah. Or I can indulge myself in some corn thins with a thin layer of peanut butter. But let's just say I normally go for option 1. I think in economics it's called like risk and reward, I'm not too sure, something like that. Or look, the pleasure is worth the pain, that's all I have to say. Yeah, but all this talk of food is making me hungry, so thank you.